And it says we're live.
It lies.
The question is, do I sell it or do I keep it?
Keep it.
Oh
Hello.
my God.
Welcome to Live from the Blanket Fort.
Yeah.
I think you need
So,
this.
as you know, we are sponsored by King Harv's Coffees.
Yep.
So, they sent us squirrel food.
And we ran out of coffee.
So, we get a little note. And it says,
Read the note.
to the great North Texas troublemakers, happy holidays, David and the heartless corporate crew at King Harv's. And they sent us squirrel food. Camel Spider high caffeine coffee, aka squirrel food. Pluto, which is apparently designed for a cold brew. And one I'm kind of scared of, Geisha, which is one of the absolute best coffees in the world, apparently. So we're going to try this. But the high caffeine squirrel food.
Yeah, the problem I've got with it, it says everybody loves camel spiders, and camel spiders love coffee. So here it is, camel spider coffee. You've always wanted, but we're afraid to ask. Excuse me, I have been up close and personal with camel spiders. No, I do not love the little things. Anyway, thank you very much to King Harv's.
Oh, God bless y'all.
We do appreciate it. And we appreciate if y'all go buy their coffee.
Yeah, go buy coffee. Be sure you let them know you got it here. And those 3 bags, about 72 hours worth of coffee.
Yeah. Kermit, camel spiders are not cool.
No.
Repeat, not.
As always, try to keep the heat on at the blanket fort.
Heat, air conditioning, depending on the day of the week.
Yeah, depending on, or
It's Texas.
what time during the day.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, here we are, 2023.
I do drink decent tea. I just, coffee is what, it was 80 on Monday. We know.
It was 80 on Monday. It was great.
Yes, RK, we know you like your tea.
I like tea too. It's just, if I want to get anything done, it's coffee. Because it's what keeps coffee. I must actually technically have ADD because caffeine is what gets my squirrels all marked. What they're giggling in the back. That's never good.
No.
Caffeine is what gets my squirrels moving in the same direction for a brief period of time where I can actually get something done.
Yeah, Kermit, it was 80 here yesterday. Sorry y'all had snow.
Technically
Uh-oh.
have ADD. Yeah. Well, there's no technical about that at all. So everyone in this room is squirrely. Except for me.
Disclosure, I snorted, but mine's worse than his, but
I think I'm the only one here that's medicated.
although I don't know that Jim is ADD because he's got the long suffering sigh of people who have to deal with ADD people.
This is true. He's just used to dealing
Yes.
with us.
David, Ian has ADD. The deuce you say.
Brave squirrels marching in formation. Yeah, that's scary.
I'm having a really good day, folks. So I'm just having a really good day. Yeah, I woke up happy. It's a bright and shiny day, which normally doesn't. I like overcast better, but honestly, I'm good.
Yeah,
it's a good day.
And speaking of good, our friend Kelly Grayson has a new book out.
Yes, after fighting with Amazon.
Yeah, it's called Uplifted. And
Uplifted or Kindred?
Or Kindred, I'm sorry. That. Can't even get the book title right.
Uplifted's mine later on.
Okay. Anyway.
Still working on that one.
It is book 1 of the 3-book series called the Some Dude Chronicles.
3-book series.
Yeah.
We know how that works.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he already has 2 short stories out. Short stories.
So,
yeah.
Go get it, read it, give him an honest review. He would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I give a dishonest one.
Or a dishonest one.
Dishonest
We're good there too. He's been fighting with Amazon because he got the ebook copy out.
No problem.
No problem. Ebook's out. and he gets ready to launch the Dead Tree version, and Amazon tells him, no, it's too much like another book. And he said, what?
You know what I just published?
And they said it has to be different. It has to be substantially different in cover, in author, and or in plot, I think, something. And Kelly said, it's all three. And they went, no. So he was fighting with them. And apparently last night they finally gave in.
Yeah.
I am unsurprised.
It's Amazon. They're
Yeah,
shit
we've
with
all had our battles with them. Speaking of having battles with things and people,
Oh, yes.
Dear.
Brian
No.
Sanderson,
Brandon Sanderson.
or Brandon Sanderson, good guy that he is going after Audible.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hard.
Ooh.
His comment was, I knew things were bad, which is why I started to explore other options with Kickstarter, but I didn't know how bad. If you're an indie author and don't agree to be exclusive to Audible, they drop you from 40% to a measly 25%.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, buying an audiobook through Audible instead of another site literally costs the author money. So he's going over to Speechify, and he cut a deal with them to get 70% for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So they were going to offer him 100%.
Yeah.
That he would have all of the profits from his stuff. But it's like, is that a deal you're only giving me, or is that a deal that's good for all the indies?
Yeah.
And so he cut a deal for all of us, which is
So
Dude.
thank you very much to Brandon Sanderson for that. And hello to those that are joining in late.
Hello, guys. It's a good day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Audible, yes, has creative accounting techniques. We know that.
Mhm.
they have traditional publishing accounting techniques.
Mhm.
They
Creative.
learned well.
Yeah, they learned it from Hollywood. You know, I've never understood that, how you can have a movie that makes hundreds of millions of dollars
But it doesn't actually make anything.
and loses money.
I'm reminded of that line from Shakespeare in Love. Oh, they're going to share the profits. There's never any profits. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm late because I wasn't here 15 minutes early, so thanks. Yeah. Well, you know, we do what we can do. And sometimes what we can do is barely enough. Yeah. Avatar needed 2 billion to break even and made like 6 million so far.
That's
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, they're a multi-million dollar movie that used papyrus for
Yeah.
their font. I'm sorry, that is a basic font that you get with your. Sorry.
And the editor is being heard from.
editorial voice from offstage.
Yes.
They suck. So I'm going to need this.
Yeah.
I'm going to need the squirrel food because to answer a whole bunch of questions that have come across text and email and direct message, there are 2 more anthologies coming out because I drank alcohol on New Year's.
That's sip.
Champagne and
Champagne.
yeasty toes. It's all Jim's fault. He got the champagne out.
Babe,
It was New Year's. It's tradition.
and I'd already had a couple of bourbons. So
But I mean, you know, it's an opportunity to memorialize somebody that needs it.
Yeah.
Apparently I was just lubricated enough that I agreed to a anthology titled Your Honor, I Can Explain, which will be court stories from anywhere. Just court, if it involves court. Science fiction court, the King's Court. I don't care. It involves just court.
If it works.
And then a second one titled Sir, What Had Happened Was, which will be just, yeah, we'll figure that one out down the road. Anyway, so
We need after action reports that are explaining why things are fucked up. 8 minutes
Not your
in.
fault this time.
And this time we are not.
One us.
Yeah, night court.
Yeah, think night court, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, just funny's good, sir. Just stories.
Yeah.
They have to be entertaining. Raconteur press. Stories must be entertaining. All else is negotiable. So the first one will be involving court in some way. As Your Honor, I can explain. And the second one will be explaining to a higher up why things went pear-shaped.
there's going to be one recommendation for all of these, is that you have an incompetent lieutenant named Smurgle.
Oh, that story's already taken.
No.
No. We
Oh,
want
no,
him.
no.
We want him pilloried in everything.
I mean, there's an opportunity for this particular person to
To be the next Joe Buckley.
be the next Joe Buckley.
Yeah.
So we're going to Buckley somebody named Andrew Spurgle.
Yeah.
Spurgle. Spurgle.
And I do believe, that could be a requirement that he has to appear somewhere as a total fuck up in the story.
I think that Sparkle should be euphemism for premature ejaculation.
He'd have to be able to actually do something first to do that. There's not enough Viagra in the world.
Yeah,
for that,
like
maybe.
Buckley with less respect.
Much
Exactly.
less, much utter contempt actually would be the one I'd be going for. Private E1 Spurgle, yes.
Something
I'll
we
take
used
it.
to say in the SCA is never piss off the bards.
Yeah.
So I think we're having a case of never piss off the bards.
Well, that's a Irish, Scottish, a Gaelic, where you had the tradition of the traveling
Yep.
bard.
Yeah.
Not bard's not the right word, but the saying was that you never annoyed the traveling storyteller, because a storyteller could raise zits on your face.
Yeah.
was the saying. You could insult a prince, you can insult a chief, you never insult the bard.
Yeah.
Well, my family were bards.
And speaking of books, Twisted Tropes. I've got 9 damn stories. I need a couple more stories.
Yes, Jim is extending the deadline for stories for Twisted Tropes.
Again,
Twisted Tropes, yet again.
Let me start with you. So people like, well, run-
never piss off your barber or your cook.
Or the guy that has
Actually, in the military, you never piss off the dispersing clerk
no
who handles the money, the
No.
yeoman who handles your records,
squadron commander's clerk. Never
Yeah.
piss that person off.
or the
Or
corpsman.
supply sergeant.
You can piss off the supply sergeant,
No,
but
don't
you
ever
don't
piss
want
off-
to piss off the corpsman.
Oh no. Kelly tells stories about that. How
Yeah.
you wind up with a 14 gauge IV instead of a 20 gauge.
Cedar had a question for you.
Cedar's question. Welcome back, Cedar.
Yeah. No, I'll put one up tomorrow, Cedar.
Yeah, if we could tag that in the live feed post, we can get that out there because that I want to see that one. I want to read that one.
Twisted Tropes.
Twisted
Yeah.
Tropes.
Yeah.
Because we all are. Twisted
I'll
Tropes.
put up. I'll put up my. Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
Secretaries. Yeah. Oh, God. I have a story about secretaries. Wow.
Oh,
Fine, that's your anthology, not mine.
no,
You
he's got a
giggle.
story- He's got a story about secretaries.
You giggle.
Well, we had this secretary at Moffett when I was at Wings Pack that was quiet little thing, worked over in our side of operations. And her husband was an E6 sailor on a boat. So he was deployed quite a bit. So they had decided to settle in the Bay Area because that's where his original ship was.
Okay.
So she came to work at the base a number of years earlier. Well, she had a set of connections.
I thought you were about to say instead of something else.
She was a middle-aged lady, but she was healthy. So I am in the process of trying to get 2 airplanes out of the Pacific into the Atlantic fleet to conduct some operations, which meant we had to do an entire crypto change because Atlantic and Pacific have different crypto. And I've been working on this for like 4 days, and I can't get crap done. And I walked into her office, and I'm bitching about it. She kind of looks at me and goes, "What did you need?" And oh, okay. So, I don't think about it. I go back down to my office, go back to fighting another battle. Next morning I come in, she's already in the office. I went, "Hey Barb, what's up?" She goes, "Fix your problem." What? You're all set up. All your crypto will be waiting for you in Maine. How the hell did you do that? She says, "Oh, I just called a couple of people."
Couple of people.
Barb, who did you call?
The one question you never ask them. Don't ever
Well,
ask them how they did it.
She had a Rolodex on her desk
The best ones
that
do.
I swear to God was this big.
Best ones do.
And it was those big cards, not the little bitty ones, the big ones.
She took notes.
Oh, yeah. That's all right, Barb. Who'd you call? "Oh, I just called the Admiral Secretary up in Keflavik." Shit, son of a bitch. I'm in trouble already. She says, "Oh, no, that was. She gave me who I needed to talk to." So I talked to this captain who talked to the commander. And I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, God." She says, "And it got back to Wings Land in Brunswick, and we got it all handled." I said, "What do you mean it all got handled?" She says, "Oh, we took care of your issue." And I'm looking at her and I went, "We?" She says,
The
"Oh, us
ladies.
secretaries."
The ladies.
Okay, thank you.
This is a don't ask questions, just say thank you.
Yeah.
Send someone flowers.
Yeah, then
I was going to say, this is where Jim being such a gentleman comes in handy.
Well, she also, we had a 06 ops officer that was less than polite to staff.
Oh,
And it was the old, and people in the military will recognize this. My door is always open
oh bullshit.
unless it's closed. And then I don't want to be interrupted. Well, the procedure at the time was that the OPSO was supposed to be notified anytime a ready was launched on a bad guy submarine.
Sounds reasonable.
So Wing 10 came over to get authorization to launch. Captain's door was closed. And the guy that actually came over was a friend of mine, another Mustang. And so he's griping to Barb about it. So Barb's, again, having been there years, list off, "You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this." She says, "Okay, go." So I go back and launch the ready. Nobody tells the captain. So in the staff meeting 2 days later, I'm throwing up slides of operational events. And I throw up the one that the wing had done. He looks at it and goes, "I didn't authorize that." Who authorized that?
Your secretary.
And I looked at the admiral, and the admiral looked at me, kind of cocked his head and went, "Sir, can I have a private word?" He'd break. He walks over to me and he goes, "All right, did fucking Barb do this again?"
I think again.
"Yes, sir, she did."
well, I mean, if his door's closed,
Yeah.
Stuff's got to happen.
He says, "So, door's closed. Don't bother him." "Yes, sir." "Okay." So we finished the brief. And the admiral and the captain disappear down the hallway. And 3 hours later, facility shows up and removed his door.
And Barb went, huh.
And a month later, he retired. Yep. She was one hell of a good lady, though. And she trained her folks well. A couple of the ladies that she trained are still in various commands and staffs.
More valuable than rubies.
Oh yeah. And I will routinely get an email about once a year from each of them. When are you going to come see me? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah, that's what always
It wasn't
worries
me. I didn't do it. Not my fault. Admit nothing. Deny everything. Make counter accusations.
me. Yeah.
I had a coin one time that said that. Admit nothing, deny everything, make counter accusations. I actually had a challenge coin that said that.
Yeah. I think actually the best one though was and this was in 93, I think it was, 93 or 94. The telephone operator at the Pentagon retired.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
She'd only had one job in her entire life. She had been hired at the Pentagon in 1941.
Oh my God.
She had literally worked in the telecom in the Pentagon for 50 years. And when she retired, 5 former chairmen of the Joint Chiefs showed up for her retirement.
Like you do.
But she knew where 26,000 extensions were.
And about 400 bodies.
Yeah, but she could walk to an extension. And she was known for that. But she, those are the people that,
Actually make things work.
they make things work. Yeah.
It's like Kortnee. It's actually
Yeah.
how things work.
It's a CIA challenge going. John Arpin apparently has one.
Admit nothing, deny everything, make counter accusations.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Private, why is a brigade commander asking for you to get out of the range today to report to his office? I know nothing.
I don't know, sir.
Yeah.
Ask the brigade general, sir.
Actually, Rick, she didn't like flowers. She liked good coffee
The lady after my own heart.
or good chocolate.
Not so much.
And she had a specific type of chocolate she wanted from Japan.
I
Very
didn't know
specific.
Japan was known
Yeah,
for
and
chocolate.
She had it all the time.
Japan is one of the largest specialty manufacturers of chocolate in the world.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yes, they have chocolate bars in the major hotels in Japan creating chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I figured Belgian and Swiss.
No,
Yeah.
Japan's right up there with them.
Well, I learn something new every day.
And they do these little at the Hilton Hotel in Shinjuku. There's a chocolate bar in the lobby. And we were sitting there waiting for people to show up.
I have this mental image of a giant Hershey bar just sitting on.
No. And there are these little, what look like wrapped up packages with bows and everything else on them. And I, casually asked, I said, how much is that little piece of chocolate? Oh, that's 2,000 yen. I mean, it's maybe an inch square. I said, how big is the piece of chocolate inside the box? He says, no, that's the piece of chocolate. Damn. And it was 2,000 yen, which at the time was about $20. Like,
Worth it.
oh yeah, it was worth it, but I was not going to spend that much for it. The green tea chocolates, yes. That's exactly what Barb loved.
I got some hot chocolate from a Belgian place. And it was very explicitly you mix it with hot milk, not hot water like Americans, hot milk. Holy gods, that stuff was good.
Yeah, Joel, most of the Japanese stuff is domestic consumption. They do have some, depending on how early you get to the airport for export.
But it all,
And
goes,
duty
it all
free.
disappears with a quickness.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, Mexican hot chocolate with cinnamon, yes.
Cinnamon and, believe it or not, chili pepper.
Mhm.
We have a couple of friends out in Los Alamos that sent us a gallon Ziploc baggie of his special hot chocolate, and it had some Had some green chili or some version of chili mixed in. Oh my God, it was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
A little bit of kick.
yeah, just a little bit of bite. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic stuff. I
And
had
about
something.
next month. That's going to be really needed around here.
No
Mhm.
kidding. We got weatherhead this way. I am not happy
Yeah.
about it. Not happy about it.
Yeah, Chipotle is another one.
Yeah, too much smoke. I don't want smoke flavor in my hot chocolate.
Trying to the little pequins.
No, chili pekins.
Yeah, chili pekins. Yeah.
One dried and ground in a gallon baggie of powder.
Yeah.
Chili pekins are vicious.
Los Alamos. Not sure that was chili powder. Larry's Rad Lab. Yeah. 3 cups of that and you're glowing in the dark.
Oh. Yeah, we got more weather coming in later on. So
Amazing
Yeah.
how that happens later on.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're in Texas. It's forecasting doom and gloom.
Yeah.
For 2 or 3 weeks out, and in a week out it'll be less doom, more gloom. And then a week out it'll be we're not sure, and then it'll be 98 degrees.
And the week after that, when it's supposed to be nice and warm.
Yeah, I come back and I get 70 and 80 degrees. And I'm like, okay. Texas is just reminding me where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, Kermit, New Mexico does have naturally occurring uranium. You're absolutely correct. Oh, and we also have a movie star in our group,
What?
Brennan Hankins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan has finally been allowed to say something, but he's an extra in a number of scenes on Yellowstone.
Oh.
And I love that for Brennan, but that series sticks in my throat something fierce.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Brennan,
Yeah.
on making it on the small screen, silver
Yeah.
screen. Fantastic. Well done, sir. I'm glad to know that there's somebody actually knows something about ranching on that damn show. You snicker.
You and I have had that conversation off camera. Yeah, ALS, I can believe that. Yeah, there is a lot of uranium, natural uranium down here. However, it's so dispersed, unlike in Africa, that it's hard to find. And it's hard to find in enough
Quantity to go.
quantity to do anything with.
Unlike Africa, where apparently at least once, and more probably multiple times, they've actually had a natural reactor going on.
Yeah. Or the one that Peter talks about with the plane crash at the end of the runway.
Oh God.
That they get anywhere close to it with a Geiger counter. And it's like, yeah, never mind.
Whoops. 180 about face. So
No, Kermit, I think it's actually filmed in, I want to say
I don't
Montana.
care. I don't care because it showed you. I haven't seen any of it, and
Yeah.
it still chaps my head. Lost a word.
Behind?
Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, Case Red asked about that show a lot.
Commercially viable. Thank you, Winkle Red. Yeah, brain cells are not talking to each other. I went and got folded and spindled this morning. And my back feels so much better.
I haven't had any coffee today, so my squirrels are bouncing off the walls at the rave.
No coffee.
I have had no coffee today.
I'm gonna put like a check-in at the door.
I mean, that's mostly sugar now, but there's coffee in there.
Yeah, I'm all right.
No. Anything that
Shut up, Toes. You're fine.
anything that looks that color cannot be coffee.
It was mostly caramel sauce at this point.
Do you get it from Frank and Joe's?
I did,
Outstanding. Good.
and they
Support the local guys,
that was
and they make good coffee.
yes, they do.
Yeah, I went by this morning going to my chiropractor, and the line at Frank and Joe's was longer than the one at Starbucks.
Frank and Joe's doesn't burn their coffee beans.
Donna has a moment.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, John's got to have a moment. I'm kind of worried.
We're
Kinda
not
worried.
sure where this is liable to go.
Kind of worried.
Guys, it's not that dangerous.
Easy for you to say.
The last time you said that, I was drunk and 3 anthologies in.
Something Jonna has in her possession.
Oh dear.
It works for me.
Yeah. Honest to God, folks, Starbucks burns their beans.
Yeah.
I don't know why people rave about Starbucks. Their iced tea ain't bad, but they burn their beans consistently, and there's I can tell on purpose.
They always have.
The only people who burn the beans worse than Starbucks is every place in England.
Mm.
I mean, that was the only time I liked Starbucks is when I was in the United Kingdom because they don't know how to do coffee over there.
No,
Yeah.
it's a tea. The entire island floats on tea. Coffee's like,
Have a good one, Raptor. We'll see you later. Vietnamese coffee place. Vietnamese, yeah. They do pretty good. Oh, yeah. The little 90-pound Oriental walking on your back. You're right, Richard.
that's the Watusi on your back. Woohoo.
Unipal, the little I guess spa you would call it right out the gate. Oh, that was so good. And they would dance up and down your back, literally. You'd come out of there just.
If I get King Harv's or Black Rifle or De Espresso Libre to make a half medium roast, half chicory blend and call it squirrel food or raw dog blend, I would be a happy man.
Yeah, well, I drink French
So would my
Market or Cafe
cardiologist.
Du Monde every day. So
So my cardiologist, because the chicory, the Cajun chicory coffee, which that is a medium, is half medium bean or coffee beans and half chicory, has about half the caffeine and would make my cardiologist really happy.
oh, you've had it.
I love it.
Yeah. Now the problem is people that are not used to drinking it will be calling you at 3:00 in the morning going, I'm still awake.
It's your fault.
Nope, you drank 3 cups of it. I told you not to drink 3 cups of it.
They should be drinking that at convention.
Oh,
God knows.
I will not darken Taco Hell's doorstep, period.
we have a local chain called Taco Casa.
Yeah.
Which is so much better than Taco Hell.
There's that taco truck just down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Go
not.
to Taco Bell.
Yes, but that's not fast food.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Bill, Dunkin' Donuts has some decent coffee too. The problem is finding one. We're in the wrong part of the country for Dunkin' Donuts.
Got one in Wichita.
Yeah,
It's-
one.
Yeah, it's attached to the
Baskin
ice cream
Robbins.
place. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you go up in the Northeast and you'll see them on opposite sides of the street a block apart,
Mm-hmm.
like Starbucks.
like Waffle House.
Oh, I
They
miss
have their
Waffle
own
House.
sets of customers.
I miss Waffle House.
You know,
I miss my Waffle
now
House.
we go to that one. We don't go to that.
I had one where they knew my car, and when I pulled into the drive-through.
Yeah.
They would have my coffee at the window. I'm like, this is a $10 stop every morning, but God, it's the same thing
Oh, yeah.
every day. So
we're
I'm a
not
fan of Dunkin' Donuts.
we're not going to have. There's this annoying little shit weasel in Wichita that is the reason that we can't have a Waffle House or a Genghis Grill or a Five Guys.
Yeah.
It's because the little snot-nosed minger
Ah,
has what?
Tom is the guilty party.
Tom, what?
Yes, I have those chocolates, Tom.
What?
He sent chocolates.
Okay.
Which ones? Because they look poisonous.
They're at the house.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little worried, and I just
yeah,
lost where I was going. Oh,
Why we can't have a
The reason
Waffle
you
House.
can't have a Five
Yeah.
Guys or Waffle House.
or Waffle House or Genghis Grill is because he will get a what the hell is it called when
a franchise.
franchise? Thank you, babe. Gets a franchise and then never pays the sales tax.
Yep.
Until the county shuts down the restaurant for not ever paying sales tax, and he hides for a couple years and then gets another franchise. And if you want a Waffle House or a Genghis Grill or a Five Guys, you're gonna have to pay corporate back for the sales tax that they had to pay.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to do that.
Yes, Richard, your package came in today, and I forgot to bring it.
I'm a little worried. What are they doing?
More cookies.
Okay.
Cookies?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Everybody
worried.
goes cookies.
except for the one guy who goes, I'm worried.
You should be worried.
Yeah, I should be worried.
You know your fans.
No kidding, right? Oh,
Sent a box of chocolates too. The box had an illustration of a fox on it.
oh well.
Oh,
That-
That one I don't think I've seen yet, David. Yeah, Hydrox cookies. Yeah.
AKA Oreos.
Well, Hydrox are actually better, but you can't find them anymore.
Shut up, Toes. You're fine.
Yeah.
Hydrox, I agree.
You got to be an old fart to know what a Hydrox cookie is.
Why, thank you, Jim.
Incoming.
Well, the bad part is she knows where I sleep.
I do.
Ag, they can't because,
I don't know why, but that's
yeah,
I don't know what the fine print on that is, but he had a Waffle House first and never paid sales tax. Then he got a Genghis Grill, never paid sales tax. Got a Five Guys, never paid sales tax.
yeah, update my will is right. Uh,
Yeah, we just need someone to come with a forklift to take that entire container off your back porch and
Yeah.
the safe out of your garage.
Ugh.
yeah, Tom, I was interested to note that the Trappist monks were the ones that made the chocolate with booze in it. Yes. You'll get those Saturday night.
It's Tom.
Yeah.
If he sent chocolates with bourbon,
Which he did.
We won't be here Saturday.
this Saturday we will. Next Saturday we won't.
What? Am I a week ahead?
You're a week
Yes.
ahead.
Oh, thank God.
We are not leaving for 9 more days. Okay, I have a week to
Holy
pack.
crap, I was an entire week ahead in my head. Okay,
It's like,
good.
there's a reason I did all of my laundry yesterday.
It's like, oh, okay.
Well, David, I'll go look, but I do not remember seeing it. Low carb cookies, yeah.
Yeah, Kelly has a brush with fame more than usual.
Yeah.
Kelly actually got served waffles by Waffle House Wendy,
Yeah.
the Valkyrie of Waffle Houses.
You know, they fired her and blacklisted her.
You're
She
kidding
has
me.
a GoFundMe up now for her.
They seriously fired her over
They
that.
fired her because you're not supposed to taunt the customers the way she was doing it, but they deserved it.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, the way she tossed that chair, epic, absolutely epic.
What I love is the fact that she brushes off the chair and never drops the skillet.
Yeah.
Not only that, she's like, throw another one. Come on, bitch.
Yeah.
Go. Oh my God.
Yeah, she has her own anime character complete with cape.
I love it. It's
Hopefully
so great.
Hopefully she can turn that into making some money.
I hope so.
Waffle House is rough.
Her GoFundMe's up to like $6,000 already. It
Yeah.
just appeared yesterday. And it was just like, just go do whatever the hell you want, Waffle House Wendy.
Yeah.
Because she's, you know, she's like your typical.
Well, I quite honestly transfixed by the fact that chairs in Waffle House are not dinky light contraptions,
No.
No. And she just
and
didn't give a shit.
just brushed it off and never dropped the skillet,
Yeah.
which was damn.
Oh, RK, I did not know they were still available.
What?
Apparently you can order Hydrox on Amazon. Hell, you can order everything on Amazon.
Victor Johnson asked, "What loadout for Waffle House?" Don't bother.
Yeah.
The waitresses are carrying
I'm going
knives.
to post the Waffle House Wendy discretionary fund in the North Texas.
Okay,
Journal
go right ahead.
Yeah.
page,
Okay,
because she deserves it.
Yes.
I
She's
mean,
awesome.
She just totally deserves it.
I love Waffle House. We actually got to take Jonna to a Waffle House
Oh
in
my
Amarillo,
God, heaven.
Yeah.
except the book. What?
What are you talking about except my book, Kelly? We already pimped your book.
We pimped your book pretty hard.
How many from the street do not engage on foot?
No, the great thing about Waffle House is pretty much most of the cooks are felons, long-term OG felons.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a face full of hot grease anyway.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the waitress has a sawed-off pool cue behind the counter for wrapping knuckles or skulls, depending on what. Waffle Houses can be rough.
What do you mean you can't buy your book on Amazon?
What?
You could buy it this morning.
As of this morning, you could.
You screw it up again.
Kelly, everything was up this morning. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go poop. I'm gonna go poop.
We're
Oh.
checking. We're checking.
They did buy the original recipe from Sunshine. Damn.
Who did?
Hydrox.
Oh. So no, Waffle House. Rita doesn't like Waffle House. I love Waffle House.
I need to go there at 2 in the morning. I mean, seriously.
And the great thing about Waffle House is some Waffle Houses, about half of them are in really rough places.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like this neutral zone.
Yep.
Waffle Houses are generally a neutral zone.
Her real name is Hallie, by the way.
She's Waffle House Wendy as far as I'm
I
concerned.
know. And she's got $7,000 in her GoFundMe to go play.
Oh,
So
good.
Awesome.
Good.
She will probably fill up more of her vape pens with her favorite stuff.
Yeah.
So she's just,
And whatever she's smoking lets her brush off a thrown chair.
I
It's
was
like,
going to say.
Yeah.
I'll just let her.
I don't
You do,
care.
sweetheart.
I don't care.
No,
It's like
Kermit.
holy ground for drunk Highlanders. Yes.
Yes.
It's, honestly, you walk in a Waffle House, you're going to get the same waffle no matter.
Yeah.
It's the same recipe, the same waffle, and the hash browns. Nobody does hash browns like Waffle House.
Yeah. And
And
you get so many options off of those.
less than you used to, man. Used to there were a lot more options.
Yeah.
Used to in Amarillo, green chilies they didn't have the jalapeno option. They had a green chili option. And holy gods, that was good. You get them scattered on the grill, and then cheese and chili and tomatoes and green chilies.
Yeah.
Oh, get a double order. That powered me through a lot of shifts.
Yep. Yeah, they are definitely good sources for local intel.
If they like you.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, they ain't snitching for anything.
Yeah, we had a couple of them on I-26 down in Carolina that we would routinely stop at, depending on the time of day or night. And it was always the same crowd. And it was the same exit.
Okay.
But they were opposite sides. And we got asked one night, didn't we see your car at the other one the other morning? Yes. What are you dissing us for? Not dissing you. The guys I was with like that one. Well, you better get their asses over to mine. Yes, ma'am.
There's this famous or semi-famous thing that went around Facebook, social media a couple years back, where the Atlanta, whatever hell county Atlanta's in, the county health department had failed a Waffle House, and they put it up on their Twitter that this Waffle House had failed. And somebody went on this rant about nobody gives a damn. We know what we're getting when we go into Waffle House. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Kelly. Somebody said that getting his eggs scrambled while the cook was smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking with a cigarette while doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Waffle House.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's part of the ambience at this point.
Yeah.
It's flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. Waffle House is North America's Switzerland.
Pretty much.
Yep.
A corded neutral ground.
Yep.
For those of you that the urban fantasy fans.
Yeah.
And Chili's, I didn't realize Chili's was still a thing because I don't eat at Chili's.
I haven't eaten at Chili's in years.
Me either. The Chili's, the food was never all that in a bag of crisps. Chili's and Applebee's, just that's a kind of a niche market.
Applebee's has decided that their only seasoning is black pepper and everything is covered with it. So
Mhm.
it's kind of
Callahan's Cross Time Saloon. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And trust me, I have been in more than one Waffle House in uniform where the waitress settled the hash, but settled the fight before I got out of my chair.
Yeah.
I have a Callahan story.
You have a Callahan story?
Okay.
I do.
Spider
Because
Robinson.
Spider, back in the early days when I was hanging out at Herb's house, John Farley's, Spider and Herb were trying to figure out how to write together.
And Spider showed up with his guitar and sang us all the songs out of there. He also brought the very last Callahan story to us, and we all got to read it before it was published.
Oh, neat.
Whereupon we found a massive mistake. We knew the entire canon better than he did.
That's why you have fans.
That's why you have fans. It was the early Wikipedia for Callahan's was coming to her house, and we all read it.
Yeah.
I was running a copy store at the time, and I said, "Can I just run down the hill and make like 5 copies? Because there's like 20 of us here, and we're not going to be patient." So we found the massive mistake. He was like, "Oh shit!" So we had to rewrite a big portion of it, and I actually have a copy of that manuscript in my possession. It's very cool.
Not for sale.
It has lots of cool stuff.
Now, in Amarillo, the Panhandle Regional Law Enforcement Academy was on a loop, and you could go west and then north and run right into a Waffle House, which is actually the one we took Jana to.
Oh,
And-
wonderful.
And I can't, we would get out of the academy at 10 o'clock at night, and we'd sit out in the parking lot and discuss till probably about 10:30 or 11. Then we'd all get up and go to Waffle House. And it got to where our academy was 8 or 9 months long. It got to where the last couple of months, they would literally clear out the 2 booths at the far end for the cadets, because that's where we were going.
Well, and the military is the same way.
Mhm.
I have seen convoys stopping at Waffle Houses before. And they somehow managed to feed 50, 60 people.
Yeah, Waffle House.
And of course, Waffle House has the Waffle House Index.
Oh yeah, well,
I love
FEMA.
that.
Yeah.
FEMA has the Waffle House Index.
Yeah.
It's if they're right, if it's full menu, everything's okay. It's limited menu. Oh, and they're shut down. We need to get there.
If it's a red menu, that's only for law enforcement and first responders.
Kelly says Waffle House is the only restaurant my EMT classes never got kicked out of for a gross table talk.
Yeah. Well, they were probably
Taking notes.
taking notes. Yeah.
Correct.
Either
Mentally,
that or they were correcting you. One or
mentally
the other.
correcting you. Oh,
Yeah, the Denny's downtown across from the hospital was the one that we stopped at
Denny's?
I worked at Six Flags in Colorado.
Oh,
I got off work at midnight. Only thing open was Denny's. So we walk
Oh.
across the street, and it was the one that was directly across from the hospital.
oh.
They were fun.
You outlived until you've been thrown out of Denny's at 4 a.m. for doing the time warp on top of the tables. So
I've been trying IHOP a few times over the years.
Most of our waitresses actually did the live version at our like we know, like they know this. They would keep at us for getting it wrong.
John, a Waffle House anthology wouldn't work
What?
because
what?
No.
you could not make stuff to beat the reality of Waffle House.
Nobody would believe a standard Saturday night Waffle House.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if there are elves and brownies and things go bump in the night, they eat at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Okay, so opera fundraising dinner at Waffle House.
Opera fundraising?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Okay.
Nobody would believe that happening. Although I've seen it happen. So. It wouldn't be a big enough tax write-off.
Honestly,
Exactly.
you know how so Robert Aspen has the
Sir,
Thieves
I can
World and
explain. It happened at Waffle House.
Yeah.
you know we,
The only problem with that, Kelly, is everybody would be reading that going, shit, I got one better than that.
Right?
Which is
And
why
then
we
you
would
have
end up-
20
well, so like
anthologies.
the Thieves World anthologies.
Yeah.
It would be a shared world. It all takes place
At a
in this
Waffle House?
cross time diner that kind of sort of looks like a Waffle House, but if you look sideways, you can tell that the cook might be an orc.
No. No.
What would the waitresses be in a cross-time Waffle House?
Retired adventurers.
Because then that's what they would be.
Mhm.
I mean,
That would be
More anthologies. No, not more anthologies. You weren't here. I just announced 2 more because I drank alcohol on New Year's, and now we got 2 more anthologies coming out.
The Waffle Houses of Malta.
What? No. So, because Kelly got here late, we're doing the Your Honor, I Can Explain anthology, which will be stories around courts.
Which
And-
you have to have.
And each one of them must have an incompetent character named Lieutenant Andrew Spurgle
Oh,
or Anthony Spurgle.
Joy says, I waited tables at Waffle House when I was a kid. There's no making up the stuff that happens there.
Exactly. And nobody believe it.
Joy, you got one hell of an education as a
No
kid if
kidding.
you were a waitress there.
Mhm.
And the second one is, sir, it happened. What had happened was, and will be anything where the story is about explaining some massive cock up to a cop or an EMS supervisor or a vice president of a company or the company commander. Just so those are the two extra ones because I was stupid enough to have a couple of bourbons and Jim gave me champagne.
Mose Eisley's Waffle House.
What?
And we were cheerful.
And we were cheerful.
Yeah. Time warp dance team through the streets of Malta at 4 a.m.
Dear Chief, much has happened since last we spoke. Exactly. That actually might be a better title, Dear Chief.
Dear Chief.
Dear Sir, much has happened since last we spoke. Anyway, so there's one around, and both these two anthologies, the Your Honor I Can Explain and the second one, have to have a minor incompetent character named Anthony Spurgle. Tony Spurgle, if you have to.
Oh, Bill says, so what if aliens come and think Waffle House Index is some great achievement of our civilization and then try to figure out how to replicate it? Oh,
Oh yes, like
Write it.
the Galaxy Quest
yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
They come in search of Waffle House Wendy.
Yeah, Richard, 22 years at Walmart. That's,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I think any of us that have been in supervisory positions have had that.
Kermit says, Kelly, you have had that conversation. Kelly's had that conversation more than once last week.
Yeah, some of us have had it a few times over the years. Oh, late teens, early 20s arsonist. Yeah. Well, at least yours were late teens. The one we got was 13.
Ugh.
Little shit. Ugh.
So yeah, for those who come in late, yeah, 2 more anthologies because I had a couple of bourbons and a thing of champagne and it's cheerful. They said, why don't we? And apparently I said, why not?
We were explaining how our anthologies worked, and like really, anthologies are the new pulp magazines.
Yeah.
And someone's like, "Well, you have to write this story." We're like, "We should, and we will."
The problem is, there are lots of problems.
Less a couple for me.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we haven't pimped the latest Malta book.
Yeah, Saints is out.
I thought we did. Saints is out. Saints of Malta is out, and apparently, I've heard from more than one. It's our best one yet. Apparently, we keep getting better and better. It's out in ebook and digital format. Digital, bloody hell, fucking squirrels. Goddamn glow
Dead
stick.
tree.
Goddamn glow stick. It's in digital format and dead tree format. That's better.
Yeah.
And because we came up with extra stories, we will be launching Falcons of Malta, but that's the last one. That is going to be the last one.
But it's a nice, tidy box set.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're going to have 4 Malta anthologies. We're looking at we had Space Cowboys, and then we had Space Cowboys 2, and we may be having Space Cowboys 3, depending on how many stories we get.
Oh, Cedar said Vulcan's Kittens is still #1 in werewolf gaming. How the hell? March for hot. Yeah.
For hot, right. Okay. Falcons of Malta no. Falcons of Malta is it. We're done. And then looks like possibly 3 Space Cowboys anthologies.
Yes, finish it, Julie.
Yes, Julie, finish the story.
Yeah. And then the next 2, the 2 that just got added and I have no idea deadlines or anything
I
for young.
I made a picture. So
Apparently, give.
there. Oh, I just closed it. Sorry. There you go.
Okay,
We'll post it places.
So there's their upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
so
Space monkeys.
Yeah, I'm working on that. We need to talk.
Rita's got Space Moggies coming out. So we've got Your Honor, I Can Explain, and Sir, What Had Happened Was. God.
And these are just the ones that are due in the first half of the year. There's going to be more later, but focus on these ones, please. There we go. Because most of what's after this is
The first Space Cowboys is slated for February 20, for release of February 24, I think, right?
Yep.
Because that's my birthday. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, it's released on my birthday. And then
Focus, she says.
2 weeks later, we'll release the second Space Cowboys.
yes.
And I have no idea if we get enough stories for the third one, we'll do it sometime after that.
Mhm. And I need to come up with series titles for these so people can actually find all of the Raconteur Press anthologies. That's
What do you
something
mean,
else.
what do you mean series?
Because you can click on series and buy all.
Oh, series. I thought you said
Yes.
serious.
Oh, I mean, yes,
No.
but you can go to the series page and click buy all, and it
Yeah.
will buy everything that you don't already own
Oh,
in that.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out how to put those together.
yes.
Well, you're going to have multiple series.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Damn it. Okay. In other news, Jonna and Kortnee, aka CV Walter, and Rita and I will be at MarsCon in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And Kelly will be at MarsCon.
Nobody else is going.
What?
We're going to a convention all by ourselves.
Yep.
All by our own some.
I mean, we probably could. No, we're going to be in this city on this date. Show up and bring booze. We could manage that.
And please, we've got enough anthologies. And I realize that it's very, very funny to get me looped up and agree to more anthologies. But let's put the brakes on that.
You do it to yourself.
Bite me.
Well, and also, guys, I also am a working writer, so doing the anthologies does take time away from my novel writing.
See?
Yeah.
So I do have to limit. what we
MarsCon
do.
is in Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk.
North. What's on
Tidewater,
Virginia?
Virginia.
It's off Virginia Beach.
It's or
Is what they were
Virginia
saying.
Beach, something. It's in Virginia
It's
somewhere.
in Virginia. We're flying to the Norfolk airport. I
Yeah,
think I am at least.
that's a
Hopefully you
little
guys are too.
bitty one. Yeah.
So we will anticipate due date for Falcons of Malta. I don't know yet. Send me stories. I don't.
The due date for Falcons of Malta is March 31st. It's on the thing.
Oh, apparently we do have a due date for it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Joy says she's going to be there.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Outstanding.
For those of you that don't know, Joy does some beautiful crochet work and specialized purses and a few other things.
I think Joy and I are on a panel together.
Ah,
So
okay.
Yay!
She's good people. And her husband, Mark, is also an author with
The huge shared universe.
Huge Shared Universe. Yeah. With Chris Kennedy. Yeah. Stay out of Hampton Roads. Definitely.
I don't imagine I'll be stumbling very far out of the hotel.
Yeah.
Because folks have plans.
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried about that.
Plans? What plans? I don't know. I know nothing of plans.
Kelly has been discussing his plans. So
Raptor, I
Ouch.
just made it. It will go up on Facebook as soon as I can connect to Facebook. It will go everywhere else. It literally happened like 15 minutes ago. Chill.
Joel, at least you need to come by and meet us or meet the folks. Joy Wandry is a fiber witch.
No, we
Mhm.
will be there through Sunday. When are you going back, Courtney?
I'm flying back Monday.
Yeah, we're all flying back Monday.
yeah, we're
so-
flying back on Monday.
Yeah.
We're
we'll be
flying in Thursday and flying back. Wait, Ian will be here. Reach out. What? 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 Is Kelly taking you fishing?
Oh.
Not unless it involves the corks off bourbon bottles.
I want to see it at like a Sunday evening dinner or something that
Okay.
we could all get together. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, the Duck Inn's closed. That used to be a good place to go. All the good restaurants that I knew of up there were have all gone away.
That happens.
2 weeks, Joel.
Yeah. So Kelly and I, at least at some point, will be in the bar.
Yeah.
And I am going to get a bourbon, and then we will tell stories. And
Yeah.
do not bring children, and they will be funny stories, or so I've been told.
And on that
it would
note,
be
folks,
great to meet you, Joel, because we
Hell yes.
Yes.
we'll
And-
all be
and-
there.
And you can bring the little children's because you have adorable ones, but they have to go home before the stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't bring them to stories, please, because one of the easiest, one of the more teacup humankind ones is the Great Chicken Gut Volcano of 2000.
yeah.
And leave the maiden aunt home.
Yes, we've wasted another hour of your time.
Holy gods, we did.
Oh,
And
thanks
that's
much
what
for
we've
coming in
gotta
and
do.
joining us.
Yeah.
Don't bring the maiden aunt either. Yeah.
No. I am going to be telling the story of Big Mama's daughter and her boyfriend
Yeah.
and the Texas cornfield locust. And I really don't want to have to censor myself too much.
All right, folks.
I don't think anyone's going to
David, I don't think we got anybody. I've got to cram in
No.
some training time up at Mead Hall, so I'm going to. We've got a certain number of cons we're going to, and then in between, I'm trying to get up to Mead Hall to cram in some training.
All right, so y'all take care of yourselves.
Best stream of the year, yes,
Yeah.
so far.
So far.
Well, it's the only stream of the year.
Exactly.
I mean, we have nowhere to go but up or down, depending on.
we
which crowd.
we could.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, remember, folks, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Stay
We'll
safe,
see you on
guys.
Thursday.
Stay
Bye.
safe.